Today I want to discuss with you preparation for marriage. Okay, so these are things that every single needs to know. Every single needs to know this. Every single person needs to know this. So if you are single, get in right here and let's talk about this. And I want to plead with you, if you are going to be rewatching this video, kindly drop a comment for me if you are blessed by any part of the teaching at all, because I know you're going to be blessed watching this. Okay, so let me know in the comment section how it bless you. So my name is Oluwafumilola from Nigeria, and I'm a mom, a wife. Okay, I'm a lover of God, and I love teaching. I love teaching. I love doing this. So you are welcome to my channel. So what do we mean by preparation for marriage? Okay, preparation, they say, is the mother of manifestation. That means before anybody manifests anything at all, there would have been a period or season of preparation. So preparation will save you from error and failure. So preparation saves us from error and failure. To succeed in life, we must be committed to discipline and adequate preparation. Success does not come by chance or by luck. It comes by preparing for it. Success in anything at all, not only in marriage, in anything at all in this life, it does not come by luck. It comes by preparation. It comes by being prepared for it. Okay, people who are enjoying and succeeding in marriage are those who took time to prepare and plan for their marital life. Let me say that again. People who are enjoying and succeeding in marriage, they are those who took time to prepare and plan for their marital life. So if you don't prepare in marriage, it's not when you get married that you start preparing. Okay, you prepare for marriage. And as I was teaching yesterday, I said that marriage is not an event or a status. No, marriage is not an event or a status. Marriage is a continuation of God's plan for your life. So you don't prepare for marriage. You don't prepare in marriage. You prepare for marriage. So marriage is not an event. It's not a status. It is a continuation of God's plan for someone's life. Okay, marriage is not a wedding ceremony that you can start preparing for a few weeks or few months, or it's not just a ceremony. For you to succeed in marriage, you must start preparing for it early enough. I mean, early enough, you must start preparing. My desire is to see marriages succeed and godly families raised, especially in this generation. That is one desire that I have, is to see families succeed, is to see families being raised for God in this generation. And I know that is going to be fulfilled even in your life as you watch me, in the name of Jesus. Okay, after reading many of my articles, one of my subscribers was forced to ask if I am married. Okay, when I answered no, she was surprised. Okay, wow, you are not married, yet you know a lot about relationship and marriage. I want you to know something, that for you to know a lot of things even about marriage is not until you get into that marriage itself. And that brings me back to the point that you need to start preparing for it, not when you get inside. Okay, a great marriage does not just happen. It is a product of prepared man and prepared woman. Can you say prepared? Prepare. Okay, so a great marriage is a product of a prepared man and prepared woman coming together. My question for you is this: are you preparing for marriage? Are you preparing, or are you just looking forward to that day that you get married? You're just looking forward to the ceremony. So you don't have to be ready before you start preparing for marriage. That's another thing, because sometimes some people say, well, I'm not ready. You don't have to be ready before you start preparing for marriage. In fact, you don't need to be in any relationship before you start preparing for marriage. Start now. Peradventure, you have not started preparing for marriage before you started your courtship. You can start preparing for it even now in courtship. So that is to say that you can start now, whether you are in a relationship or you are not. So don't just prepare for your wedding. Wedding is just a day. Marriage is eternal. Marriage is forever. Okay? So as a man, you need to prepare and learn. Learn how to be a good husband and a good father. Learn how to be a good leader, because God has made you the leader of your family. No woman wants a ruler or a dictator for a husband. No woman wants a ruler or a dictator. Okay? Learn how to make your wife happy. Learn how to make a woman happy. Okay? Husbands should not be stingy. They should be givers. Learn how to save. Learn how to raise godly kids. So these are things that you can learn. So this can help you in your preparation. Learn how to have multiple streams of income. So in you preparing for marriage, there is a lot of things you need to learn. So you need to cultivate a prayer life. Know how to rear a family. And you can learn this by looking at other families around you. Look at other families around, people that are getting it right. Look at them and learn from them. Okay? Another thing is for you to read books. When you are preparing for marriage, read books about marriage. Read books about raising a family. That is going to go a long way in getting you informed. Read good books about marriage. Okay? So as I conclude this, I want to admonish that you allow God to prepare you. God is always willing to prepare us, because marriage is his institution. Marriage is God's idea. So God is always ready to prepare us. But are we ready for God? Hi, Ashley, you are welcome. Okay? If you submit to God, He will enable you to be ready for marriage. So you can submit to God and God is going to prepare you. So I want to ask you, do you want a happy home? Do you want to have a happy family? Then count the costs. There is a cost to pay. For any success we experience in life, there is a cost we have to pay. Okay? Suppose you want to build a house. What is the first thing you will do? If you want to build a house, what is the first thing you do? I believe you first of all sit down and count your costs. You plan, how do I do this? How much will I be needing? What resources will I be needing? The same thing happens or applies to marriage as well. You sit down and count your costs. What are those things I'm going to need? And how am I going to go about it? Okay? There are so many uncompleted projects around because many people are ignorant of the total costs of completing the projects. And as soon as they start and they discover there is no more resources, then that project will be abandoned. So this same principle applies to marriage. So just like the uncompleted projects, the reason for so many breakups and divorces today is the ignorance of what relationship or marriage entails. Okay? The ignorance of the demands of marriage. The good book says that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. A lot of relationships and marriages have also been destroyed because of ignorance. When some Pharisees came to question Jesus about marriage, he simply asked them, have you not read? So I want to ask you, have you read? What have you read? What do you know? What is informing your decision? You know, we've seen people who have succeeding in their careers, in their ministry, yet they are failing in marriage. That breaks my heart. Okay? And it's because when people don't pay attention to learning and acquiring knowledge about marriage or their relationship, they just believe, well, we'll get it fixed. That is not going to happen. It's not just going to happen. If you want a breakthrough in your marriage, if you want a happy home, then you need to pay the price. And one of the price you must pay is the price for knowledge. You must be willing to get knowledge. You must be willing to get knowledge. That is very, very important. And I see God helping you in the name of Jesus. So I want to say thank you for joining me again. I'll see you in my next live stream. Goodbye, guys.